everyone, and welcome you to my channel, and as you might know, it is dedicated to help animal rights activists with their actions. And today I would like to draw your attention to campaigns against cruel Easter-related practices of animal abuse. To start with, I would like to quickly summarize all these abusive actions towards animals that we see during Easter celebrations in three major categories. The first category is consumption of rabbit, lamb and other animals' flesh, eggs and milk, but we can easily track down to standard practices of dairy, meat and poultry industries, which are murdering innocent beings, torturing, enslaving and sexually abusing them. The second category is pet industry related, namely giving living animals as presents for human kids, which are usually rabbits or baby chicks, sometimes even dyed in crazy toxic colors. The third category is animals used in entertainment, such as sheep race. Now I want to tell you about campaigns that are found against these cruel practices, and here is a little disclaimer. The campaigns that are found are based in USA and not all of them are perfect, so we will start from most problematic ones. The first campaign is Not Just for Easter campaign, organized by Space Coast Animal Rights Florida in 2017. It was nationwide and primarily social media campaign, but they also have protests outside pet stores that were selling chickens and rabbits. So the main idea was to protest buying bunnies and baby chicks as presents for human kids, because human kids after Easter are no longer interested in them, and poor animals end up in shelters, abused or even thrown away to the streets, dying. Many parents don't know that rabbits and chickens can live longer than 10 years. This campaign was made in partnership with Lush Cosmetics that gave a huge grant for it, and activists also sold some t-shirts. 10% of proceeds were transferred to Tampa Bay House Rabbit Rescue. The plus of this campaign is that they spread the message nationwide. They got attention of media. The minus is that is a single issue campaign and it's not addressing the root issue of animal abuse, animal objectification. Another campaign was organized by Animal Rights Foundation of Florida in 2012 against dyeing baby chicks crazy colors. So after 45 years of ban to do so, it was allowed again for farmers, and the idea was that the dye is toxic and it's stressful for animals, and to your knowledge, the dye either injected into incubating eggs or spread over the hatchings. It's completely cruel, but the problem with this action, again, it's a single issue and it looks like more welfare, not addressing the root cause. Another more interesting single issue campaign was about shutting down sheep race in UK, conducted by Who Farm So for 27 years. The protesters made a petition and 50,000 people signed it. Now, in contrary to single-issue campaigns, let us look at the campaigns addressing consistent animal abuse issue. The first action that I want to talk about here is disruption of St. Patrick's Cathedral in 2016 in New York. 7 activists from intersectional animal liberation group Collectively Free, that has also chapters in Mexico, Australia and Canada, disrupted St. Patrick's Cathedral in order to make people question harmful traditions. In front of 2,000 people, they addressed the issue of using animals for food, fashion, medicine and other purposes, and pointed out that as long as it happens, they have morally failed as a culture. Common Christian claim that animals are our God-given property to use as we wish was opposed by telling, if someone is creating animals capable of love and joy just so humans can make them suffer and die, it cannot be God, for it can only be the devil.
When we torture and kill trillions of innocent animals for the sake of food, fashion, testing, and other purposes, we prove that we have morally failed as a culture. If there is someone who is creating innocent animals capable of love and joy just to force them to suffer and die at human hands for human greed, that could not possibly be God. That could only be the devil.
Let's go.
No more shedding animal blood! Easter is not time for love! No more shedding animal blood!
Organizers pointed out the importance to demand the highest standards of justice for religious authorities that have the power to make the difference, because animals' lives are their right. Another interesting protest was held in Canterbury, Sainsbury's. One woman did a speak out for 20 minutes, and other 5 activists were holding laptops showing violence of animals being slaughtered and hand out leaflets.
The farming industry is about violence, and they hide it from us. The farming industry is about separation of families, and they hide it from us. The farming industry is about death, and they hide it from us. All of these animals around us fought for their life. They had families of their own. They suffered. We are animal rights activists, and we will keep showing up in places that sell violence.
The organizers pointed out that Easter or birthdays, Christmas always have animal dead bodies in the center. They needed to disrupt the place that sells it. One of the most serious actions was taken by Direct Action Everywhere Chicago in 2017, when they blocked the truck carrying live lambs to Slaughterhouse. The action was inspired by the SAFE movement, who is bearing witness to animals on their way to slaughter. The main aim of DXC action was to raise awareness of public and oppose existence of slaughterhouses at all. Last but not least campaign is occupation of Brooklyn Slaughterhouse on Good Friday. 15 animal rights activists, as reported by social justice movement Their Turn, in 2019 occupied Brooklyn Slaughterhouse in effort to draw public attention to the lambs killed for Easter dinner. Activists did capture footage of lambs and goats in their last minutes, before police arrived after 20 minutes.
We will leave as soon as we can save just 2 small lives. We have homes for 2 lambs that are happy, loving homes. He's gonna work with us outside. He said he's gonna come with us outside.
Sorry, baby, I don't have any food for you. I don't have any food. Sorry.
The message is clear. Easter is celebration of life, so why so many need to suffer and die? Sheep have strong bond between mothers and lambs, killing sheep babies, bringing huge grief to their families. It contradicts heavily with our values of peace and love that Easter claimed to celebrate. So now let us draw the line here and summarize what kind of activism you can do and what you need to remember. We had active opposition to cruel traditions in form of street protests, disruptions, slaughterhouse occupation, blockade, and even petition. What you personally can do, especially in time of lockdown, you can spread the message in the social networks, explaining the issue, wrapping it in the thematic topic as an option. Don't forget to address the root cause, animal objectification, and don't focus on single issues. Thank you for your attention. Share, like, comment, and be active, be brave, be smart, speak out for the justice. And I see you next time. Bye!